High Fight IQ, presented by Expanse Energy.
Welcome back to High Fight IQ. As always, Brad Barnes, joined by Professor Bruno Bastos. Big weekend in Las Vegas you just got done with. So this is the second time you've taken a big group to American Nationals, correct? Or is this the third time?
American Nationals will go since 2014.
So 3 years.
40 years.
Not 4 years. God, I can't do math. So 4 years going to American Nationals. And the results have been consistently, you've had people placing, top three in divisions, people performing, exceeding expectations. But this year was a big deal. Tell everybody a little bit what makes this deal, not so much a big deal as far as hey, we've had some people win some more, but on a much larger scale.
Big deal because normally we bring 5 to 10 kids, which if you think getting out of Midland, Texas, so West Texas, we make the joke, middle of nowhere, right, and then go to Vegas or California, LA area, whatever is the tournament, so it's already a big deal, 5 to 10 kids, but that time we took 22 kids.
So this year, 22 people.
Yes. So no, 22 kids.
22 kids.
Yeah, still had the adults, But so 22 kids brought us back 17 medals. So we're 6 gold, 5 silver, 6 bronze. We placed top 6 on the teams, 13 to 15 years old.
Okay.
And then overall, we were 9th place, so top 10. It's important to say that wasn't a lot of the affiliates, they didn't bring kids, so that time was only our school, and so only our school was able to, it's only Bruno Bastos Academy.
So people understand what you mean by that when you talk about affiliates and only our school. We'll just use a name that people are familiar with, the Gracie name. There's Gracie Baja, there's Gracie Humaitas, there's whatever. They have a bunch of schools, they have affiliates. Everybody that's affiliate signs up under that academy name. That group, affiliate name, that association gets awarded points.
Exactly.
Lead BJJ.
Yeah, we
represented by Bruno Bastos Association here at this gym. Just y'all, just the people from this gym, placed top 10 in the world.
Top 10 in the nation for the kids. So. But since we've been going since 2014, we've been doing that. The tournament grows every year. The level is higher every year, but we have kids that going for the 4th participation, right? 4th time placing. You have kids first time and winning, or first time getting silver medal or bronze medal. But anyway, I think it's just the fact that we bring in so many kids out of Midland. Of course, they have to thank the parents for believing and support their kids, and believing on my idea of a big experience for their kids.
That's a big thing. You talk about the parents' involvement and believing what you're doing, because it's summertime. The parents don't get the summer off; they have to work. Got to find something to do with the kids, and this is not a daycare. We're not open from 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. until 5. And, we have personal lives and classes and everything else. And you're getting these parents to trust what you're doing and say, get your kids to 12 o'clock competition classes. Get your kids to 5:30 classes. Get your kids to 6:30 classes. And let's get them the training they need. And I did classes with these kids. I wanted to throw up. These kids. So I know for a fact, just by human nature, they're kids. I'm sure they got done with class, they looked exhausted, they just immediately they eat something, fall asleep, and those parents didn't at any moment say, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's working on kids too hard. Obviously the results prove it.
Of course, especially the parents that have experience with their kids competing already, they understand that I studied that, the patch or judo coach, she studies that. So when I say studies, I'm not talking about the part of the fight part, like jiu-jitsu, judo. I'm talking about the physiology part. you know. So we do sometimes during just even during the warm up, we doing testing the kids to see coordination, agility, balance, to see how far they can like explode all stuff like that. And then of course the training has to be for the group, but try individualize as much as we can. And that's why like we were able to put kids on the adult competition class, because you remember like was the same training but not the same training,
right,
you know. And I think it was cool experience for kids and adults sharing that. The adults see the kids like, oh my god, that kid doing, you know, and the kids see like, oh, that guy that won worlds, or that, like, and then so they get there to experience that thing as well, you know. So of course you have few parents that first time kids, so oh, I don't want to starve my kid or this
right.
and that. Or I would say like, no, you don't want to starve your kid. If you cut the sugar, if your kid don't go like junk food, fast food all the time, like burritos, tacos, enchiladas, you know, if it normal, like, and then he makes the weight, and then like everybody was underweight there, like nobody starving, like everybody like eating good, eating healthy. So affect the lifestyle because improve the lifestyle, you know. And then because like I don't know any mom that gonna cook 2-3 different foods on a, so that means the whole family,
yes, absolutely,
eating good now. So I have to be thankful for them to trust, but I know as well that they're gonna be thankful for like, oh, improving their lifestyle, you know.
So as far as overall performances, let's get into, you know, the kids that obviously things didn't go their way, but who are the kids that things didn't go the way that we wanted to, but you want to recognize them for their participation in the event?
And like we have kids like that, they went before and they won like either American Nationals or Pan Kids or both, like Vanessa Padilla or Tristan Fernandez, Dylan Hamill, you know, that they have got gold before and they didn't get gold that time. You know, but it's still they fought against great opponents. You know, I'm sure that they didn't like to lose, but that's part of the experience. You know, I have a football coach from Brazil. I was saying that. He say like, I don't like much the word deserve, because I said that it was about deserve. I think I deserve to be a billionaire. I help a lot of people. But like he said, a good thing that if you don't know how to lose, then you don't deserve to win. You know, and then so I like how they face the loss, or they were not happy. Of course, they cry, yes, all that, but you know, like they still like hold their heads high, and then because they know that like it's like all what it takes is the next weekend. If you have a tournament next weekend, like you can be a world champion on Sunday, and the next weekend maybe you go to a Naga new breed fight to win, you know, and then somebody catches you, you know.
So it's good for those kids to understand.
Exactly. Doesn't change the fact that you're a champion of the world, but that just shows that any day, there is somebody that can beat you.
That's a huge lesson for kids to be learning. As far as the results go for the overall group, 22 kids. How many gold medals did you say? We got 6 gold medals. We had Brianna joined her first time going, you know, and then was her second or third tournament ever. Third tournament?
Yes, and then she got gold. We had Jeremiah Marquez that was very happy because he has won American Nationals before, but then he came on a run that was like American Nationals, Brazilian Nationals, Punkies, everything was silver, like well, almost. And I know how much the almost hurts. You know, so and then he got the gold, so I was very happy for him. Very good performance, you know. Or we had like Emily Fernandez and Mario Antonio Solis, man. Those 2 kids they won this year Pan Kids, Brazilian Nationals, and American Nationals. So like we call like triple crown, you know, like you won all the majors.
So to let people know what's significant about that specifically, that these 3 kids won that type of major event.
The kids were 2 kids, like Emily and Antonio. So they're 2 like in the history of Jiu-Jitsu. I know by the fact that never any American kid have won Pan Kids, Brazilian National Kids, and American national kids on the same year. Simple by the fact that no American kid has won Brazilian national kids before. So those two already made a history by going to Brazil, homeland of Jiu-Jitsu, and then win over there. So they come back and then they get the American national title as well with the punk kids earlier on the year. I heard one kid in Brazil has done that. Well, I don't know who is the kid.
Right.
So hopefully it does have that kid.
Well, hopefully he gets some recognition.
Yeah, because he can get recognition. But if not, and then so it's not about America anymore, and now it's about like worldwide. Like there are only 2 kids that have done that, and like in just history, I think people don't realize. Maybe even myself right now don't realize how big is that. Yeah. Maybe just later on the road that people are like, oh my God, you know. But for me, it was big. I was very happy. It was emotional for me to see. You know, it was nice to see their reactions. It's nice to share that with them and then share with the parents, because I mean the parents like, of course it's all over, you know, like you have a kid, I have a kid, you know, so the whole experience, you know, I was like amazed, it was crazy.
So as far as the performances and stuff moving forward, you saw what these kids are capable of doing with having a intensive camp that goes for a large group for American nationals. How do you as a coach take that moving forward for planning future events with these kids, kind of knowing what they're capable of now? Would you say try to keep that number about the same? That's a good workable number. Would you say increase to help build up the training capabilities of everyone?
For me, it's not about the number of kids, it's about the quality, you know. So that doesn't mean that a kid that maybe don't gonna have a chance, they don't gonna have opportunity to compete. I want the kids to have the experience to compete. So when what I'm saying is like, when I say quality, is I know that the kid gonna have the training that he needs to go there to compete, you know. But looking for the future, I just cannot wait like for the next year and next 2 years. Why? Because we have a group of 15, 14 years old that will become juveniles, and then like Cassidy Kosanki, she was on the punk kids, American national kids last year, and then she's a juvenile this year. She was silver at Penesh, she was silver at Worlds, and now she won the American nationals, coming from our kids group.
Absolutely.
You know, you have Maddie Fernandez, Greg Hernandez, like both starting on our kids group. Maddie as a juvenile already, but Maddie won the American national this weekend. Greg, he placed third. Had good matches, you know, coming from our kids like system. So the next 2 years, but now we're gonna have a good number, like quantity with quality, and that means like real chance of placing at a world championship. When I mean place, I'm talking about trophy for the team,
right?
Because Alvarez has good kids as well, so affiliate school in the FW area. Crazy Story has good kids. Nathan Thor has good kids. Warlord, Clay has good kids. So I think if you put all that together, man, like I can't wait. Can't wait to see.
Big things come in the future. Again, we always tell people that if you want to come try this out, it's as simple as walking through the door, making a phone call, texting us, come in. You talked a little bit to the adults yesterday about one of the things that discourages them, or you see them, is they're not in shape when they come in, and they get frustrated. Is there anything you would tell a parent or a kid that is thinking about getting interested in this, seems like they might want to jump in, but they're just a little bit hesitant? What would you tell that kid?
Like for the parents and kids, like the kid is hard because maybe he doesn't like, maybe he's gonna like, maybe he don't like. So you never know how the kid gonna react. That's the truth. Maybe the kid like baseball, maybe he likes American football, maybe he likes gymnastics. You don't know,
right?
If he likes jiu-jitsu, is a sport as well. So just the life experience, he will not understand when we saying that now. He'll understand later in the road. But for the parents, we can talk like, we talk about American nationals. So we had 3 parents there: William Marcus, Israel Fernandez, and Bobby Hamill, that they compete as well. They started jiu-jitsu after their kids.
Right.
because they seen their kids working out, going to tournament. Oh, I want to try that as well. Then they start jiu-jitsu. Oh my God, it's too hard, it's too tough. And then like, of course it's hard because you're out of shape. So that's why you start doing,
right.
you know. And then like, so this past weekend, like William, he plays bronze medal. He competed with his kids, Jeremiah and Giovanni. So Giovanni didn't place, but was his first time in the tournament, so he compete. He could see his dad compete, his big brother compete. They getting medals, so the family was all happy. Like Israel, his father of Emily, so like a girl that like a lot of people in the world know the girl.
Right.
And then he could, oh, just Emily's dad. No, like, oh, I'm going to Vegas, so I'm going to compete. Winning matches, get on the final and losing, like, oh my God, I thought I wasn't going to make weight, and this like, so he had to eat better. Or you go like Bobby Hamill, like son, father of Dylan and Jackson, both got bronze. So the dad on the day before them got bronze on his division as well, but comes back on the absolute and then win the absolute. So like, so the whole family sharing that. I think if a parent and kid, they can train together, and it's so many like life experience that you're gonna be forever, you know. And the biggest thing for me is not like, of course you talk about tournament here, but it's not the tournament itself. Is like I said, the life experience, like the travels or the eating habits, you know, like not just sitting on the couch or not just like playing video games, like something real that can help you to defend yourself if you need, protect your family if you need, get you in shape, be able to play with your kids, and then share the mess with your kids.
And also not get beat up by your kids someday either. So guys, please contact us, Bruno Bastos Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Midland, Texas, 432-296-0860, online at bastosbjjmidland.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we're all over the place all day long from open to close. Come by, try 2 free weeks, see how this can help you and your family out.
High Fight IQ, presented by Expanse Energy.